What's up, Savage family? Welcome back to the channel. Much love, much respect every time you tap in with your boy. You already know how we do it over on this side. About Tory Lanez being accused of shooting Meg Thee Stallion. Did he do it? What he's being charged with? What evidence do they have? What she's saying? Some funny memes have been going around that people are getting really mad about, herself included. And it's really been a crazy story, man. Watching it unravel, man, it's really been crazy because it's almost like, at first, you look at from the first report saying that it was reported that she had cut her foot on maybe on some broken glass. Maybe the window had shattered. I'm not too sure on what glass it was, but that's what the report was. To go from that to she was shot multiple times in the foot and she's so happy to have survived and be alive. You know, that's a big contrast between each other. And also to go with him not being charged, still not even being charged. I think what he's being charged with is, you know, having the weapon, being in possession of a firearm, or something along those lines. But I don't think as of now he ain't been charged with actually shooting or even discharging a firearm. They say they have footage that no one has seen yet. Same spot where they have the footage, I think, where, you know, she gets out the car, the cops are like, put your hands up, blah, blah, blah. And she emphasized, you know, let's make sure to clarify that she did emphasize that she was not arrested by any officers. Whether she was detained, placed in handcuffs, that could have immediately ended as soon as she got in the back of the cop car and was like, hey, I've been shot. I'm almost positive that's what she did. I'm almost positive she went ahead and was like, listen, I've been shot, you know, by A, B, and C, or either this happened. Not too sure. I know that there's a lot of witnesses who are not speaking. No surprise there. You know, snitches get stitches and the work. You know, that's what the lingo goes. So, of course, none of them want to say nothing. And you got to also remember, anyone who speaks on the matter is not only going to be labeled a snitch if they do speak, but they will be labeled a snitch on camera. They will be labeled a snitch to the whole world because these are famous people. These are people that are in the spotlight of rap and hip hop. And, you know, Tory Lanez, you know, he's more of the pretty boy of the industry, but he still does come with some gangster stuff. You know what I mean? So obviously those who are hanging around, unless they they don't have a problem in being labeled a snitch, they don't have no problem in being labeled a rat. Then, you know, then they will come out and make a statement. But as of now, no one's making a statement. No surprise there. You notice I got the door open. That's because it is hot as hell. I still haven't moved my desk and my computer and all that stuff over to the other room. But I will be doing that shortly. I had, you know, before I got busted, I had a couple people staying in a room in the house. And so I had, you know, accommodated that, moved the things out of the office. In case you guys are wondering what the hell happened to the office, it's still in there. The studio is still around, but your boy just hasn't got around to moving everything back over. But I will here soon. Let me adjust this camera just a little bit. There we go. So we're gonna get into these memes real quick. So before we do anything else, why don't you guys go ahead and look at some of these memes that your boy 50 Cent has been dropping regarding Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, and then we'll release her statement afterwards, and you let me know what you guys think. And I'll also be showing you guys right now statements that were actually deleted by I want to say one of her homegirls who was actually there and her manager. So y'all tap in, y'all check this out. Okay, so after looking at that, at those memes and at her comment, clearly she's really upset about the situation and feels traumatized, which you cannot take from her unless you've been shot. I don't think you can really speak on trauma of that sort or of that nature, or you can't really judge somebody for feeling. You know what I mean? She got shot. You know, what you gonna do? You know, she got shot. But do I feel 50 Cent's in the wrong to have been making, you know, memes or making light of the situation? I mean, she got shot in her foot. She survived. It's not like she's in critical condition in ICU, and he's making these memes. You know, 50 Cent's really known for being one of the biggest trolls in Hollywood or in the music hip-hop industry. That's kind of where his career is branching to, you know, just generating drama, generating that tension, if you will. And I'm sure it's probably a lot of it's all just, you know, satire. You know, I'm sure he reaches out to these artists and everything and probably, you know, chops it up with them. I know he really recently made Will Smith angry about the whole entanglement she had with August Alsina. I hope I'm saying his name right, because, you know, there was that split that they had, and, you know, she ended up being with him. He thinks he's 27, she's like 50 practically, and she called it an entanglement. So they, you know, 50 went out there, you know, and actually directly approached Will Smith about it and kind of got at him foul, to the point to Will Smith just told him flat out, fuck you, you know, fuck you, 50. 50's like, what did I do? You know, one of them clowns. But you know, nevertheless, I always get a laugh anytime I see whatever 50's doing, man. It makes me crack up. But anyways, so Meg Thee Stallion now is basically saying she was attacked, basically saying she was traumatized, saying that it, you know, almost pointed to all fingers, saying that it was a setup, that the situation was premeditated almost. Whatever the case is, there's even been reports released by witnesses, sources, saying that, you know, you're gonna respect my pimp and blah blah blah, because, and who knows, maybe he's having that short man syndrome, man. I don't know. Much respect to the short man community. I got a brother who's really short. I got no problem with short people whatsoever. But in my personal experience, the shorter the person, the hotter the head, the quicker the temper. I don't know why it's that way. It's the same way in prison. It's the same way in jail. Short man syndrome is real. It even applies to dogs, man. I done seen Chihuahuas beat down some big dogs, scare them running off. You know, it just is the way it is. So, you know, it's not hard to believe that maybe, you know, Meg Thee Stallion has this big, crazy personality, this really big, you know, big mouth. You know what I mean? Like she comes across as being really, like she'll snap on you real quick. If she got it, she'll flex. So don't flex on her. Don't try to press her. And I think maybe there was a heated exchange. You know, Tory, he be feeling like a straight playboy, and you know, Meg Thee Stallion, she like a playgirl. So maybe they bumped heads in the car. I doubt that they bumped heads beforehand and then got into the same car. Maybe they bumped heads in the car. She wanted to get out or whatever, and he was probably, you're not feeling the way, she was probably disrespecting him. Maybe hinted at his height. Maybe hinted at his fun size, right? That's what they call it, fun size. And he went off. You see what I'm saying? And he probably just let off a couple shots. Pop, pop, pop. I'm going to put some holes in your foot. You feel me? So if that's the case, if that's what happened, I mean, he's the only one at the scene, at the place of the crime with a gun. They say they have video. I don't know that they have video of him shooting her. Otherwise, his charges would have been different charges. So I think they're just really trying to build a case. They're really watching Twitter. They're really watching social media right now, trying to figure out if any of these people who were there, which they are, I promise you, they will let their mouth get the best of them, because they don't realize. They don't know any better. They've been rapping and singing and been around rappers and singers that sing about crime and criminal activity, but they don't really know and understand that singing about things, rapping about things, opening your mouth up to Twitter does not make you illegally immune, right? You still can help the cops build a case, man. Just like they watch all of us YouTubers, etc., blah, blah, blah. You know, it's the same thing for them. So I would not be surprised if you do see a case coming up soon, or maybe added charges if these people continue to speak, continue to talk on the subject that they should not be talking about. Do I think Tory Lanez shot her? In my personal opinion, yes, I do. I honestly think she disrespected him. You know, Tory's a playboy. He a hothead. He probably feels untouchable. So, you know, I think he just, you know, pop, pop. I don't know if he meant to shoot her in the foot. I don't know if he meant to shoot holes in the car. But nevertheless, he shot. It hit her foot. She got shot. She ended up with bullet holes. There's really not much more you can say about the situation. Let's see how it plays out. But I'm interested and I'm curious to know, will Meg Thee Stallion testify against him, or will she lead cops to have a case against him? Because you would think about it. If she said, Tory Lanez shot me. If she said, Tory Lanez was the one who shot me in my leg or my foot, he shot me, they would be charging him with that. So obviously she has not said that, right? I think her intentions is not to get him locked up. So I think what she should be doing, or what she should not be doing, is talking on Twitter and doing things like that, because you will indirectly build a case against Tory. But if that's what you're trying to do, I want you to know you ain't slick, and I'm on to you. You keep talking, you keep doing this, then clearly you want a case pressed on the man. Clearly you just don't want to be labeled a snitch, right? But at the end of the day, you a female, man. You guys are not held to the same accountability as we are. But in certain neighborhoods, in certain areas, in certain demographics, you guys are definitely held. So we'll see how it plays out. I will keep you guys updated. Like I said, y'all saw the memes.